done. Got a couple more to make tomorrow and I'm done. Alright, first things first, my name's Kenneth Bird. My company is ILEG Technology Screens. Learn. And we're going to get ready for some of the stuff we're going to be working on. And this is mainly going to be pushed for our other business adventures. And yeah, the price you see right there is actually correct. That's a new black technology we're working on. And that black technology is around $787. But to prove that it's actually worth its weight in gold, and I wanted to do this for a long time, but I have been putting it off not to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. We are going to, where's the frick is the gun to this thing? The freaking glue gun. Why do I keep losing it? Where is the glue gun? I keep losing this thing at the end of the day. I put it in the weirdest places and can't find it. First things first, I'm going to do some changes to the account. Well, first I'm wiping everybody's product out. That's what that technology is designed to do. So we want more money for our technology. We can get it. We got an advertising company coming on. It's going to be advertising our technology way out there, people, way out there. The clientele would have the money to pay for that technology. So to prove, and you have to prove this, that our product is better, we're going to wipe everybody else. That's what I'm going to do. Jamie, we already have your paint here, but it doesn't really make it. Your stuff really doesn't. It is paint. It's gray and white paint. It's nothing special behind it. But I have my account still activated on still on eBay. It's still activated, and I just got an Amazon account yesterday. So we'll wipe out everything on Amazon, everything on eBay, Goose Screen, Elite Screens, Darkstar 9. We don't care what you are. We'll wipe them all out. I want a track record on this technology before we actually get to the advertising field, to where they're going to advertise this technology to the next level. We're not advertising on YouTube. YouTube is just for us to go da-da-da-da-da. We got an advertising company on board now. So we're going to let them advertise that technology, but we want a track record, and we can take out every screen on the market. And by having that track record, that price tag right there, we can easily get with our product. And I got a clientele that are already paid for it. So that's what we're going to be pushing for. The collection may fall right behind it too. But like I said before, we can get that price, we're going to wipe everybody else. Now, keep in mind, we'll start next week. I got 3 screen paints already on eBay we plan to take out. Goose Screen's already on its way. Paint on Screens, already made the contact for them. Boy, that Black Diamond, boy, you guys make it really hard for me to get that sample sheet, but I should be able to get a sample of your product, Screen Innovation. I'll have to have somebody else get it, because they already know me too much. So I have to get somebody else to get it. Elite Screens, Darkstar 9, which is for some reason got pulled off their website, which you can't find it, but I can get it. I'm not worried about that. And I'm going to every other forum site right now in ABS Forums to announce that technology. I'm taking on every and any screen on there that's willing to come at it. Because you guys can't do that. You can't put challenges in ABS Forums in the day, because somebody will come out there and take your stuff out like me. Well, you're going to make roughly about $787 per quart for that technology. And in order for us to do that, we have to really take everybody out. Which isn't hard to do, because we've done it already. Where's that phone number for whatchamacallit? Alright. Now, for those of you, we expect for you to cry. We're not going to mention the other guy because some phone calls were made, so that's already been taken care of. Oh yeah, and that video you did with that whole trademark infringement, we contacted some proper authorities, including Marvel, and sent your video over. Because again, can't do that. Can't make money off other people's stuff. So that's already been handled and taken care of. Got your face and saying you printed out Spider-Man. Unbelievable. Poor Stan Lee. Also posted you to 18 Marvel sites, which I'm attached to. Marvel fan base. All different forms of Marvel groups. There's a group about Stan Lee. He's up there now. So, next time you learn Keep your greedy hands away from other people's stuff. And those who supported them on that YouTube channel, well, guess what? They're going to lump you in the same pile. No, you support that nonsense, right? You support people who come to our country and commit crimes. That's what you support. All right, then. Don't get mad about it. We got people chatting right now, commenting back on my Facebook page on how disgusting this human being is. Gee, go out with anybody else. Where is the glue gun? I know I have it on here somewhere. Oh, by the way, Jamie, your PayPal account, they're going to go through your account, which means anything money you made at the end of the day, your account's getting shut down. And they're going to contact any customers who made any purchases through him. You're going to have to go under investigation. Because just like receiving stolen goods, it's the same thing. Oh, is this it? Why is it all the way down here? Yeah, I would never have found that. All right, I got to build my stand. I have new technology coming out. I'm going to make a ton of money. Let me see. Ugh. And I get to knock things out, which I like to do, because that's the best thing about my job when I do screen paints. I get to knock them out. Sit there going red, blue, green, red. We know what the stuff can do already. We just have to back it up and show it on YouTube. But to be able to go against other screens and take them out, this is going to be fun. I already got one. All right, the first one is a fellow on eBay. We're talking about how high-end screen or screen paints or whatever he's the first one. All right, let me get this thing started. Oh, did you write down the ingredients for that technology? No, we don't. We just got it in the head. Just write down our ingredients for that technology. 20 minutes to knock out whatever screen we want. Okay, let me see what we're going to go with. You wish you could see what I'm writing, don't you? Too bad you can't. Let me see. Still have a new height and technology in it. Yeah. Let's see. Right there. Okay, so right there. Goes right there. Do that. Ooh, that's really nice. Oh yeah, I need that too. Make like 32. It's gonna be 16 by 16 at 6. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay. All right. Did I put that thing in while I'm doing this? Yeah, I am. Okay. Because that's one entity by itself. But I do want to put in this right here. I'm going to put that in there. It'll be nice right there. Right here, this one would be nice too. Oh, this is really nice. This is going to be beautiful. Oh, I want that in there too. That'll be nice if we have that in there too. So we bring this back. We have, this is one entity. This is one entity here. This is two. So we'll add in with this one. I want, let me see, I'll take that. And this one. Oh yes, it's nice. Okay, perfect. These will work just fine. And this is one entity by itself. This will be an AG47 upgrade. Made $787 just now. New ingredients. Oh, this thing's going to be a beast! And just to show you how powerful it is, I am going to crush every single projection screen on the market. I'm going to wipe out eBay completely. So what we're going to do is put instead of putting pictures up there of our technology, we'll put pictures of other products versus our technology. You can't buy the product, it's just going to be sitting up there just for show. So that's how I'm going to do eBay. Amazon, well, pretty much there's not much on Amazon. I can wipe that out. Smarter surfaces, we already tested their stuff already. This is an advancement of what we already have. We'll crush that stuff too because we've been there, done it already. Anybody left? Let's see, there's Goose Screen, and once we get rid of knocking all the certifieds, I guess there's nobody left. Now, at the end of the day, the track record we're about to uphold under this new technology, does it, no. YouTube, no. Those videos are for the advertising firm. So we can show that we have the #1 product on the market toward that base out there. But you guys aren't here. Some of you understand. But majority of trolls on here, you don't understand jack at the end of the day. Literally, you thought the Sapphire was ultra black. Yeah, how dumb can you be? You can't be that stupid. I hate calling you stupid, but I read your comments at the bottom. You're not smart people. Then you get mad at me because we have to come here and embarrass you on this level. Jeez. You see the jealousy. You cry on your channel. These guys are crying about our Sapphire technology. You didn't miss one. There's a jaded one over there. How can you do that one? And we got the new one right here. And you claim you purchased something that we haven't even sold yet. Yeah, that shows how desperate you guys are. Jeez Louise, man. Talk about desperate. So we'll just crush you real quick. Jamie, how to make your product. So we need to buy it anyway. You don't have anything. Hey, you put that dart mix out there, I'll crush that for you real quick and hand it back to you. Matter of fact, I'll make a better version, ship it up to your address. I bet you it'll beat everything you have in there. Oh, man. The first thing on how to make black paint. He can't even make his own stuff correctly. You want another box? I can ship you up another box. Before they get there, I can get another box up there for you. I'll send you down a nice large box. I'll send you a couple boxes every day until they get up there to get to you. That type of embarrassment. Are we going to do this way or this way? Oh, yeah, we can do it this way. Okay, let's lock it in this way instead. I got to throw my back piece for this. You don't make anything. That's why you don't have anything. This man's stuck in this apartment. Can't go anywhere. Ran out to Comic-Con. You got to contact them now. Reach out to them. Give them your information. Where is the number for Comic-Con at the end of the day? Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to know exactly where that venue number came from. Comic-Con, that's what I'm for you. Comic-Con. Comic-Con Legal Department. Perfect. We'll reach out to them. This is involving trademark violations, which clearly you did in Comic-Con. So let me see. There you go. San Diego Comic-Con convention holds a registration for trademark Comic-Con related to various such as Comic-Con. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely gonna be reaching out to them after this video's over. So they do have it. How you were able to slip under that radar and get in there with that stuff, I don't know how, but somebody's in a lot of trouble. You should have never been in there with that stuff. And I know they cracked down on that stuff big time. Selling art with lights. Oh yeah, we're gonna reach out to them next. Right when I get done this video, I'm gonna contact them. Send them over your video. Don't bother deleting the video. We made multiple copies. If you all saw me, multiple copies, and we know your whereabouts where you live at. Oh yeah, that. Come on, figure out how the freak did he get those in there? No one looked over those things. Like the guy sat there and said, because he misread it the first time, but he sat there and said he bought from the sister. You know what I mean? He was tempted. But even he knows at the end of the day you shouldn't have that stuff. When you're using a 3D printing machine to actually counterfeit and bootleg items, let me see. All right, let me see. Policies. We'll send them out an email and all this information. We can't reach a number. Based on providing such results as an information related to Comic-Con Legal Department and associated with legal matters. San Diego Comic-Con Convention. That's where he was at. Trademarks, #1 violation. Okay, right there. This is what we need right here. SDCC. Okay, let's see. Okay, courts. Important to remember that trademark and copyright laws can be complex. I'm trying to seizing intelligent property, blah, 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 blah. All right, cool. That's all we need. That's good. I'll reach out to them next when I get done this video. see. Number for Comic-Con for trademark violation. Okay, so we use that one link. Okay. Everyone's supporting your claim. Everyone's supporting our claim. That ain't going to be hard to do. We got you in the video, making a statement. You printed out that stuff. That's not hard to do. So, yeah, it's not hard to do. We got you right there, right in front of the video, making the claim. And telling you're selling stuff at the end of the day. And you got it right there at the bottom where you're at. We're good. Then making sure a judge, you got a history of it, because you did try to do our copyrights. Well, you did our copyrights. You did mess with our copyrights. So we can do that. I'll get that taken care of right after I'm done this. Reach out to them, send them a nice letter and everything. And I already updated the ICE report on what we just got, because again, now that's another form of charges, which is considered to be trademark violation. Basically, what's the other term for it? Counterfeiting, bootlegging, all that stuff is involved in that. That's why the guy sat there and said, nope. On top of that, even worse, man, on the forum sites I'm involved with, involving Marvel, people are very upset by this. Very upset. And he's trying to make money off Stan Lee's work. Oh, that man basically has passed away. How do you think Stan Lee would feel about that? Jesus Louise, man. This guy got no morals for anybody. He don't care. I told you he don't care. I sat there and told you that. He don't care. He'll steal from anybody. He'll steal from orphanages, and he'll probably steal from cancer patients. I wouldn't put it past him. He'll steal from anybody. Let me see. Trade status document. Trade. Let me this right here. Enforcing copyright infringement. Alright, let me see. Oh man, found a form site on this thing. I'm posting you. I'm definitely posting your video to this forum site. Found this video of a YouTuber committing copyright infringements on major licensed items in Comic-Con. Mind you, my videos, the minute they're posted here, they go on Google, and at that split second, they broadcast everywhere. So right now, there's a lot of people upset about your stealing from Stan Lee. Let's see, found this video from YouTuber. Code 1176. 64. Committing copyrights infringements by trademark infringements. I guess it would be, yeah, it would be copyrights, but I'll put down a trademark too on top of that. Let's see. Trademark infringements. Trademark. Found this YouTuber I found this video from a YouTuber, Code 1176 for committing trademark. Now, you're going to tell me I'm not? Get a lawyer and tell me that you didn't do what I thought I just saw in that video. I already heard you say you printed out that Spider-Man head. Can't do that. But then again, at the end of the day, like I said, he feels he can do whatever he wants to do. I got 20 people locked into this guy. I was like, where's he at? Yeah, because people get tipped off over that, especially when you talk about Stan Lee. Infringing on major licensees at Comic-Con, at Comic-Con. Jamie, that's a very serious crime with ICE. Very serious crime. You got a table full, Star Wars, everything's up there. Yeah, stole from everybody. Did anybody get paid back? Did you pay any of that money? Any of the money you just made off of anything you just sold? Did you send any of that money back to any of those people who own those items, who own the licensing for those items? You didn't. So since you didn't pay those people any royalties, or they don't know you're doing this at the end of the day, we're going to make sure they know. Where's that post at? I'm putting it right here. Just got posted again. We're posting you all day on all these different forum sites. You can come to your channel. You remove the video, it'll show the video was removed, but it doesn't make a difference. We got copies of it. I made multiple copies of it. I can send that video anywhere I want, which means I can send to ICE, FBI, any form of law enforcement officer, the companies themselves, anybody I can send it out to. You're cooked today, buddy. Cooked. Including on top of that, you just add it to our charges that we have in our folder with ICE, showing now that you're going out to Comic-Con and you're basically selling licensed material that doesn't belong to you. Sister, on the other hand, her stuff is legit because it's hers. She paid for it. The problem she may have at the end of the day is that did she know 100% your stuff wasn't legit? I would not associate anything with you at all, crew. Let me see. How does Comic-Con deal with people selling trademark stolen items? They have a strict zero tolerance against the sale of bootleg, pirated, that's where you're at, unauthorized merchandise. They're aiming to provide, okay, good, we need to contact that particular branch and send them over some information. All right, they don't tolerate it. So, I don't know who walked that in there, but somebody's on this job over that one, because they should have never been there. And for anybody who feels at the end of the day that we're wrong for what we do at the end of the day, then I guess at the end of the day, you're just criminals just like he is. And if you say, well, that's wrong, you shouldn't report what? Somebody getting their stuff stolen? I'm sorry, I don't like it when somebody touches my stuff at the end of the day. How about, somebody come to your house, steal all your stuff, steal your car, take everything from you, and then say you can't do anything about it. All right, there you go. So you wouldn't like that, would you? No, you wouldn't. So guess what? The people worked hard to make those items. At the end of the day, whether they're rich or not, it doesn't make a difference. It belongs to them. You have no right taking it. And if you can't follow those rules that we have here in this country, then you need to go. You got people mad and upset because they feel that people should be allowed to steal and take whatever they want. Well, if that's the case, you feel the same way about your stuff. Let me see. That's a joke, buddy. I know it's a place to get legal, but right, but I'm not calling it out. Oh, because he got it mixed up, that's why. Because you can sell the item. You own the item, you can sell it. If you're making the item, you can't. Really have no idea the answer. Honestly, I think, well, y'all should know this. Come on, people. Can't 3D print it. It's against the law. Is it illegal to sell 3D printed teams based on copy? Yes, it is. How do you not know this? It is against the law to 3D print licensed trademark items and sell them. Guys are going to jail. You are correct. Yeah, of course we're correct. Of course we're correct on that. We know that from the door. You can't do that. Yes, you are correct. It is against the law to 3D print and sell infringing trademark or copyright without authorization. And that's literally what he did in this video right there. Oh, against the law. I'm going to go post this right here over there to that point because somebody just asked that question. Can't do that. It's against the law. Cannot do that. That's like making ghost guns. You know how much trouble we get in trouble for designing a ghost gun? Man, let's put that up there for them to understand. That's how it's done, baby. I gotta know y'all stuff at the end. You don't go to jail. It's right there. Boom! Read it in weeks, suckers. There we go. You are correct. Yes. It's against the law. Can't do that. That's considered counterfeiting. Can't do that. It's against the law to 3D print. Yep. Example. This is a YouTuber we caught selling trademark items. This is a YouTuber we caught selling trademark teams at Comic-Con. Example. This is a YouTuber we caught, Crow 1176. We caught selling trademark teams at Comic-Con. Let me post our YouTube channel for this one. Bam. Gotta be careful about saying things out of your mouth, buddy, like saying that nothing's gonna happen to you. You gotta learn lessons about that. You can't be doing that, man. You can't be going stealing people's work. People work hard for that stuff. I'm ripping people off. Let me see real quick. This is an easy demonstration. She's gonna knock this one out of the park, as I always do. Like I said, we gotta advertise them for them coming on. What does it make a difference what we do here? It doesn't make a difference. Our technology is a whole new different section offline. Let me see. So I'm going to use this to crush you real quick, and also to bolster technology and just blow everybody's stuff out of the water. So that's what we're going to be doing pretty soon. In a few. Where's that video at? We did the video, we did a live. We did a live on that, right? On that movie, I'm going to post this right here. Here we go. There you go. You got posted to another site right there. That site involves a guy asked the question, is it okay, is it legal to sell 3D printed teams based on copyright? You can't do that. Against the law. It's one of the things they tell you about when you have a 3D printing machine. There are things you can't do with that machine. And one of the things is selling licensed material or printing ghost guns, which is another thing that can throw you in jail. So now we actually had this guy own. Bigger question, what did he do with the chemicals? That's another question. That's a lot of stuff sitting on that table. So how much of that stuff did he print in that apartment that could have caused other people to get sick off it? Keep in mind, his environment's not built for that type of machine he has in there. Another thing, all the aerosol cans he has stacked in there. What do they call it? Zoning. What's the license for zoning? I'm going to post this right now. I'm going to contact zoning. Because what are you doing with the chemicals? Where are the chemicals going at? You don't, that's a lot of printing. So if you're doing that much printing in there, bootlegging versions of Marvel and stealing from Stanley, right there. So, question: how are you disposing the bottles? I know we're not throwing this in the trash. I know we're not throwing these chemical bottles in the trash. I know we're not dumping them down the sink or dumping them down toilets. So how are you disposing of those chemicals? This is where we're going to contact zoning. Where's that? Whatchamacallit? I need zoning for California. Because you can't do that, man. Where are you disposing this stuff? You don't have a company or licensing, so you're printing all that stuff out in that apartment. And then what are you doing with the bottles and the containers and all that? Where they're going at? I know you're not, like I say, I know you're not rinsing out bottles and dumping that stuff down the sink. And then all those aerosol cans. Zoning violation number in California. For violation doesn't require here it is found. Okay, cool. We'll contact them tomorrow. It's too late right now. I'll reach out to them and give me your address and all your information. Because again, as I said before, you can't operate that machine in that apartment. You don't have enough room to operate. There's not enough ventilation to operate a machine like that. They even get on you for having a tabletop model. They get upset about that. All that stuff you have, and you printed all that stuff in that apartment with all those, you spraying aerosol cans in there, spray paint. I feel sorry for your pets. I really do. I feel sorry for your pets. That place has got to smell like chemicals all day long. That's a fire hazard at that. And then you got all that stuff packed in there on top of that, like hoarding all that stuff in all the corners and stuff. And you're operating that machine there. And keep in mind, he has all those aerosol cans in there. That place isn't room temperature control. Which means if it's too cold in there, them cans can implode. If it's too hot, the cans can implode. And sure enough, you ain't taking anything with you when you go out and leave at the end of the day. So what's left? You get the dogs in the heat in there. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna call SPCA too, because there's no way in the world you're operating that stuff in there. You got animals in there, man. I don't operate stuff around him. When I had the house, he was upstairs. I had the whole. He was not permitted downstairs in the basement. So I had the doors open. I can work outside. He's not allowed down there because of the chemicals down there. He wasn't allowed. Even though it's water-based, he's not allowed down there. And when I sprayed, I always sprayed outside because I didn't want things seeping through the floor and making contact with him. And you got all those animals. My place was bigger than your place. You got all those animals in there and that compressed air. I can imagine what that stuff, the chemicals have probably seeped into the fabric and clothes. You have a rug in a floor, a carpet. It's probably seeped into that. Man, it's a hot mess in there. You probably light a match in there, that place will go up. And then like that, you got other people living around you. So those things give off fumes. It's melting plastic. Of course it's giving off fumes. You can cause all kinds of health issues to people like that at the end of the day. So guess what? You're going to be reaching out to them tomorrow. Let's see, community zoning violation, LA. Plan, blah, 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 blah. You have any questions regarding zoning? Yeah, we'll contact them tomorrow. Now, Jamie, you can sit there and say, oh, he's doing this good. No, Jamie, you're doing dangerous stuff. You put people's lives at danger. But again, Jamie only cares about Jamie. So which one are you going to complain about first? The fact that you're operating a 3D printing machine and trying to run it like a business in an apartment at the end of the day that's not designed for that. You don't even have the proper trash cans to dispose of that chemicals. And I know, again, you're not dumping this stuff down the toilet or down outside, because that could cause all kinds of eco problems for California. Consider the fact also, too, you got all those aerosol cans. I got pictures of stacks and stacks of aerosol cans next to that 3D printing machine. So I know we're not spraying that stuff inside. And then where are you storing these cans at? These cans got to be stored in room temperature environments, climate controlled environments, which that apartment is not. Zoning comes out there, they got to reach out to your owner. Then we will find your owner, because for some reason it doesn't want to be found. I had to put that out several times with several agencies when they asked the apartment. I said, we don't even have the apartment. We have the information where it's at. We know where he's at. We don't have the name of the apartment. It's like it doesn't want to be found. So now they're going to start digging into that. Gee whiz Louise, I don't know what's worse. The fact you're operating chemicals in that place and you could kill people potentially, make your animals sick, make you sick. Those things can give off cancer. Or the fact that you're basically stealing licensed material from people at the end of the day. Which is worse, Jane? What do you think is worse? Tell me which one you think is worse. Marvel fan, my foot. So right from Stan Lee. I'm going to say I'm a Marvel fan. Please. You rip off that man. You steal from anybody. You don't care. You're a thief. That's why I sat there and said on camera. I sat there and said yesterday. He doesn't care about anyone. He will steal from anyone. Did I not say that yesterday? What did we find today? Ripping off Stan Lee. Yeah, I got about 60 more pages on Facebook I'm going to be posting you too. Hey, calm down. If you want, give me that. Give it to me now. I want it. Give it to me now. Because you always fight with that fish. Give it to me. It's mine. You're going to get it for the next couple of days. I warned you about that thing. Yeah, you steal from anybody. You don't care. He even stole from Stanley. Did Stanley give you permission to basically make money off Spider-Man? Did he give you permission to print that out? Did he? Did any one of it? You think any one of his family members would appreciate you going to Comic-Con? It's like spitting in his face, man. You literally went to Comic-Con with Stanley's work and tried to sell it to make money for yourself. Do you have any idea how dirty that sounds at the end of the day? I told you, it's a scumbag. He is a scumbag. No, it is in black. I don't want to do it in black. I don't want to do it in black. I'm sorry, no black. But anyway, you're a scumbag. You are. You are definitely a scumbag. Don't worry, buddy. I called enough people today to get you taken care of. I'm posting you to all types of sites involving Marvels for people at the end of the day who do not like your actions, Fernando. And those people who support you, that subscribe to your channel, who you support is who you basically is, what you are. Like all those Trump supporters who went out there and supported Trump and raved about at the end of the day how he's doing such a fantastic job, and then all those SD files started popping up. Guess where that put you at the end of the day? That means you support pedophiles. Now they're trying to distance themselves. We ain't got nothing to do with him at all. But you voted for him. That's what you voted in the office. You said you were thinking about the future of your kids, right? Oh my goodness. Boy, I tell you. All those farmers that went out there and voted for Trump. Trump, farmers for Trump, farmers for Trump. Now you're out of business on YouTube begging for other people to help you out. Nobody gonna help you out. You're gonna watch your business crumble. Because they told you couldn't trust them. And what did you do? You trusted them, right? And what happened? You lost your funding for your farms, and now you're going under. All those people that were in for just the immigrations, the people that were sitting up there picking all that fruit. And at the end of the day, those people can commit crimes. Oh, Jamie, please never ever say at the end of the day that you're equal to them, because you are not in any way whatsoever. You're a criminal. But anyway, those farmers wanted them out of there, right? They got rid of those people that were up there working. They weren't doing anything wrong. And they got rid of them, right? And now you got no one to pick your crops. Now your crops are going rotten. They got to pay money up. They owe money to banks. You're really no farmer at the end of the day. It's rare you find a farmer who owns everything, who haven't took nothing from the bank. Majority of most of them are in serious debt, and they're living based on those contracts. And you got rid of all the people who pick your food, that make your farm grow. Now you understand exactly how valuable they are. You should have paid them a lot more money. Now what? What you gonna do now? Who's gonna pick your fruit? Your fruit's going rotten. It's for the birds. It's for the animals now. They're gonna eat that stuff up. You know what it's gonna do to us? And go to the supermarket and find out an orange is gonna cost you $30 now, because it's expensive. Because they got to charge more money, because they got to figure out how to stay alive. Yep. Can't go to Trump for funding. They won't give you that. Right? That's what you voted for, right? And truckers for Trump? Oh, you guys at the end of the day. I've seen you guys come through Allentown a couple of times. Truckers for Trump, truckers for Trump, truckers for Trump, truckers for Trump. The tariffs. What are they doing to you right now? The whole purpose of you guys making money, if these companies are charging all this money, that means they're going to start getting rid of some of these trucks at the end of the day. You're going to get paid a lot of money. You're going to be paying a lot of dues for this, that, and the other, especially if you own your own trucking companies. It's going to be really bad on you. So a lot of these trucking companies are going to be going under pretty soon. But remember, truckers for Trump, truckers for Trump. And what happened at the end? He stabbed you guys in the back. This is the part you don't understand. This is the part I find funny about people who vote for Trump. Trump only cares about Trump. Like Jamie. Jamie's Mexican Trump. He only cares about Jamie. He don't care about anybody else. At all, period. And you guys got all hyped up, and I've seen them up here in Allentown. All hyped up, Trump, all happy and everything. He did nothing for you guys, did he? Nope. Some of you guys married, and he deported your own wives and kids and all that. They didn't even care about it. There's a guy who's an ICE agent. His father is a Marine. He served in this country. He had every right to be here, and they arrested him. Isn't that messed up? They beat him and arrested him. Don't care. And he's an ICE agent. And he did that to his own father, his grandfather. So again, yeah, Trump only cares about Trump. If you got money, lots and lots of disposable income, you could be friends with him. Look at the relationship that he and Elon Musk went off. That didn't go well, did it? Well, yeah, that went down the drain big time. That really crashed and burned like no other. Yeah. Both of them were evil at the end of the day. Well. And now you got this joke at the end of the day, Mexican Trump. Basically, will rip off anybody he possibly can. And we told you what he was. Yep, the only good grace you're going to have is people that if this gets to where it needs to get to, which it should, they're going to attack that PayPal account he got, and they're going to shut that thing down. Because if it shows at the end of the day that he made money, and that money transferred to PayPal's books at the end of the day, his accounts are going down. Oh, this is the one for license. This is for zoning and planning for California, for LA. So we have to go have them, because the complaint we're going to put against you, you're operating a 3D press at a commercial status. And we have you on the video with the table showing the items of how much stuff you're printing out. And it says at the bottom, you're going to be printing out more, right? It says right there, we got that all documented, right? Not only that, the stuff you're printing out, which is also against the law, not through them, but other agency, in fact, you're printing out licensed material and making money off of it, which is against the law. And that was reported to ICE and FBI today. So, I got more calls to make tomorrow. A lot more. I think your landlord will pop up sooner or later. Oh, I forgot to call the process server too. The process server to go over and figure out exactly the address. What was the name of the building? Gotta have a sign out there somewhere. Why is there no sign in front of your building? I can't find one sign out there of what that apartment is called. Why come that apartment has no name attached to it? Can't find anything on it. Jamie, you got me two fake landlords contact me. Two fake landlords. Ask them the name of the building, you didn't tell me. Oh, City Hall. Never forgot about that. Yeah, zoning should have it, and City Hall should have it. They should be to bring it up. City Hall in California, the number. Cool. I'm gonna find the name of your building. It's gotta have a name to it. It's gotta be. You're paying taxes on that thing. It's gotta be a name for it somewhere. I'll find it. I'm definitely gonna find it. It'll be my personal challenge to find your building. Once we get that information, we should be able to go over there where that owner's at. Wait, which one is this one? Oh, this is that one there. Did I even mark this thing? Did I mark it? Color some of these boxes a little bit. The size of it. Could have did this in. We could have done this like that. Why didn't you do it that way instead? It'd been much easier. All right, whatever. Could have did it that way instead. I didn't even think about it. I could have literally did that way. I don't want the size. I want the size to look different. This is my box. I'm making that so I can put my screens onto it. That's what I'm doing. Now, as for individuals online right now that are saying that, hey, I'm not going to buy and this, that, and the other, let me explain something to you real quick so you can understand this. It doesn't matter. My technology is better than everybody else. We backed up on so many levels. How many people outside right now showing demonstrations of your technology? None of y'all, right? None of you are outside. All that time Mr. Burr was running over Allentown. Where were you guys at? Nowhere to be found. Not one company challenges outside. That means we have the best technology. That new technology you're seeing right there, that is going to wipe out every single screen paint projection screen. We don't care who you are, we're coming for you. And then we're going to post all that on the website. I'm building me a website strictly for that paint. To show, it's for bragging rights. To show how many companies we took out. And that product's going to be worth $780-something, but that price is going to jump. Because when you got people out there spending $5,000 for a screen, $7,000 for a screen, and that stuff can take them out in one hit, it's going to be worth so much money. Then we're going to pump all that information to the advertisement firm, which is going to push that technology anywhere it needs to be at. Makes that the most powerful screen right now. You guys know how to sell a product at the end of the day. All right. That's pretty much it right there. So you can sit there and say, well, nobody... Please, give me a break. You, I think your little channel here on YouTube, your little commercials and stuff you pump on there, your stuff don't mean jack at the end of the day. If you affected me in any way whatsoever, I wouldn't be standing right here in this chair right now in this office. If you affected anything. You don't affect nothing at all. You don't have anything to affect anything. Your website collapsed. You don't even have your website anymore. You don't even own the domain name. My friend owns your domain name. You can't even get it back. It's his. It belongs to him now. Where's the rest of your paint? You can't even back your stuff up. I sent your paint right to your front door. You sent it right back to me. Tracking number is posted everywhere. Everybody knows you failed on that product. Match house paint. Half of your stuff match house paint. Customers sitting up there with washed out screens. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a nice legacy. And here you are right now. What you got? What did you... Moving on to bigger and better things. What did you move on to? Printing licensed material that doesn't belong to you and selling it. Man, that's counterfeiting, bootlegging. That's all kinds of stuff. You got charges for that in the day. It's a very serious charge. And then we got proof of Frankenstein. You made money off them. Heck, we got containers that got sent with the name on it. We've all got receipts when you made money off them, didn't pay them a dime. And now you're going ahead and you're stealing from these companies. Bandai, stealing from them. Dragon Ball Z, you're stealing from them. Pokemon? Are you kidding me? Nintendo's going to rip you a new one at the end of the day. Nintendo is brutal when it comes to people touching their stuff. Everybody knows that. They don't play around. They're not the people to play around. I plan to send them a special email with your video attached to it. So I'm going to reach out to all those companies right there on that table. And I'm going to send them out an email with your information attached to it. And show them that you were at Comic-Con selling their stuff without their permission, without paying them a dime. Good luck with that. Now, Jamie, you can sit there and say at the end of the day, oh, he's doing this because he hates me. No, Jamie, I'm doing this because you're a thief. And you do not have the right to steal from Americans. You don't have that right. You don't have the right to come here and rip off any company you want. You don't have that right. Apparently, you don't understand the difference between what you can and what you can't do when you come here to America. You don't have that right. Just like I don't have a right to come to your country, and rip off your stuff at the end of the day. Take credit for something that belongs to me at the end of the day. Make money off something. I don't have that right. There are plenty of people who sing beautiful Mexican music. Do I have a right to go over and bootleg their music, take it forward, and make a profit off of something that they worked hard? Do I have that right? No, I don't. That's wrong. All right, then. The same thing goes to you, too. If any one of us American citizens at the end of the day did half the stuff you did, we'd be in jail right now. You're Trump. You're literally Trump. Oh, my God, I see it so well. He is definitely Trump. Commit all kinds of crimes and stuff at the end of the day. You're freaking Trump. Maybe you should have voted for him. You guys are just alike. Rip off the American people. Yeah, ripped off Stanley. Gee, what is the ways? I got the bottom people got trying to throw up emoji and everything. They can't stand him right now. And this is where, Jamie, you make your people look so bad. Because, again, like I said, not all Mexican people are like this. Of course they're not like this. I got friends of mine that are Mexican. This is why they hate you. This is why they don't like you. Because people see that, the stuff that you do, and they label all Mexicans. That's what they do. That's what's messed up about it. And you can sit there and say, well, it's your fault at the end of the day because you're putting it out there. No, it's not my fault, Jamie. It's your fault because you're doing it. That's what makes it your fault. So I'm supposed to sit there and turn a blind eye because at the end of the day, I'm supposed to look the other way as you rip off American companies, as you try to rip off my company at the end of the day. Everybody should turn a blind eye while you commit crimes. No, you shouldn't commit crimes to begin with. That's what I told you, man. When they get you in lockup and they go through your charts and see the stuff that you did, they're going to beat the crap out of you. I would. If I'm over there at the end of the day, and I mean, I didn't do anything, I was just walking down the street, and they gripped me up and threw me in that place and said I was a criminal, and I don't know darn why they do anything wrong, and the reason why they're stereotyping me because of people like you, I'm beating the crap out of you because you deserve it. You got me in a bad situation, man. I would never be in that situation if you learn how to act right. I was like, what was those watching? I was watching something. This woman was at a real nice, elegant, like, restaurant. And again, my people. This is where people make statements where we say you get your black card revoked. This is where it comes. This is how you get when he's revoked. Doing stuff like that, you know? Get your black card revoked. Because you're making us look bad. We can't go to no place because you make us look bad. This woman sitting there, grown woman, freaking roughly in her late 40s, twerking on the ground at a respectable high-end restaurant. And even though that's just her, deep down inside, they're looking at me thinking, I'm the same thing. You're making us look bad. You gotta deny your own race at that point. You know what I'm talking about, too. And look at this joker out there doing. Committing all types of crimes. You stealing from Marvel, man. You stealing from everybody, man. And you gonna tell me you made $500? That's money you got to pay back. That's not your money. That money belongs to them. So you're admitting on camera that you're making money. We saw the whatchamacallit. Matter of fact, the QR code that you have there, the first one was up close. I was able to scan it from my cell phone. So you sold that item and made money off of it and didn't pay their companies nothing. So that's stealing, Jamie. That makes you a thief. But I'm surprised Comic-Con did not see that and catch that nonsense. You should have been arrested at the door. They should have seized all your stuff and you should have been arrested at the door. So we got to reach out to them. Are you talking about making more? No, buddy, you're not making any more stuff. You're not stealing any more stuff from anybody, no more. That's not going to happen anymore. You're not making any more money. You're getting cut off. You're not stealing any more stuff from anybody else. Keep your dirty hands to yourself. You're not stealing no more from anybody else. I'm going to make sure of that. I mean, if ICE has to raid every single Comic-Con unit, and they know where you're at. I told them exactly where you're at. So that's another charge against you. That guy Chris was very smart at the end of the day. Glad you didn't buy nothing from him. You dodged. You're very tempted. He said, I'm very tempted. Good thing you didn't do that. But now they may ask for his testimony on what he saw, too, on top of that. Good thing you did buy from the sister. The sister did it right. That's why you see how she was pulling her face to the side and everything. She ain't responsible for what's on that table. She knows on that table's wrong. She knows on that table's wrong. If she's a seller and collector, she knows what's on that table's wrong. As a collector, that's disrespectful to the creator of that content. You're not just up there and self-standing stuff like that. I told you when I said it the other day that you're going to pay for your road in blood. And I'm not joking by that. I'm not going to be the one to cause this. This is going to come by your own actions. You will pay in blood. You've done too much, man. I've seen people who have done the destruction you have done, Jamie, and they paid in blood. I paid in blood. You're paying blood too. When you do things at the end of the day that life has to come back and get you for, and if it's really, really bad, you're paying blood. Like I said, a friend of mine is a stick-up guy, stuck people up, robbed them back when he was young, paid in blood. When his time came, he got shot right in his leg. Man's connected. You know, a lot of people, he could have had that guy going a long time ago. And I asked him, I said, what are you going to do about the situation? I'm not going to do nothing about it. I didn't know about his stick-up days. That's what I found out about the whole thing. What do you mean you're not going to do it? The guy tried to rob you, tried to take your stuff. You're going to do nothing about it? Just no, I'm going to leave it the way it is. I paid for my time. I paid what I did. What I did, you know, back in the day, and he said, I'm going to explain it to you. I used to be a stick-up guy. I robbed a lot of people. I robbed a lot of people, okay? So I knew sooner or later it was going to come back. It was going to get me or my family members. I'd rather have it come get me. So when me and the guy was in the car and the guy tried to stick him in the fighting over the gun, he got shot in his side. He pulled out his gun. I could have had him. I could have easily had him. I let it go. He said, that's my way of paying back. I got to pay that back. I paid back in blood. You got to pay back. Situation you might get into, you might get into a fight over it. Somebody might punch you in the face a couple of times and you bleed out. Then, yeah, you paid in blood. Pay one way or another. You'll pay. You will pay. Some people find each other and go, oh, I'm glad I passed that one. Yeah, life got a way of coming back to get you. Stan Lee, he ripped off freaking Stan Lee. I'm going to keep mentioning that because that is, I'm a Marvel fan, that is jacked freaking up. He already had him on the table like that. None of you cowards come in, or his supporters coming in and recognize that nonsense at the end of the day? None of you cowards came in. I call y'all cowards because y'all cowards. Y'all support that nonsense. You're just as worse as he is. They need to deport you out of the country. I don't care, citizen or not, they'll get rid of you. Because again, as I said before, you saw that man committing crimes against Stan Lee. You call yourself a Marvel fan at the end of the day, and you allow that stuff to go on like that? Hey, you're just like Trump supporters. You allow all kinds of chaos to go on, and you will support that nonsense. That's what you are. I'm going to call y'all Trump supporters. I didn't call y'all no more. I'm not going to even call your channel for people subscribing. I'm not going to call them supporters, Trump supporters. Mexican Trump supporters. Because you're Mexican Trump. Gee whiz Louise. Ripped off Stan Lee. Spider-Man community next. We're going to post your video right over there for them to see it. Wait for my screen to dry here, so I'm going to put this thing up. I want to see what it looks like real quick. Get an idea of it all. You're a piece of trash, man. I hate to call anybody you are a piece of trash. You ripped off Dragon Ball Z, Bandai. There's a couple up there. The night moment before Christmas, he was, oh my goodness. Who owns the rights to The Nightmare Before Christmas? It better not be Disney. That's crazy. Well, I'm shoot them over an email. Yeah, stole from everybody. You stole from Dragon Ball was the other. That's Bandai. We know that. Gundam. That's Bandai. Stole from them. Nintendo was the one person you should have not. Nintendo's brutal. I heard they're really, really brutal. They're really brutal about people touching their stuff. Who owns Pokemon? Who owns the right to Pokemon? Who owns the rights to Pokemon? Well, of course I should have known it, but I want to be 1% sure. You're screwed. You're definitely screwed. Let me see. Nintendo's legal department? Oh, yeah. They got a phone number there, too. Well, guess what? I'm going to be giving them a call. Yes, they got a phone number. I'll be reaching out to them. I broke down your image. I shot pictures in each section of it, so basically I can show that you were going to, you're printing up their stuff and basically selling it at Comic-Con. And you're not selling it at a normal setup. You're selling it at Comic-Con. This will get them in trouble at the end of the day. So now they got to crack down on you too. They don't know exactly how you got that stuff in there. Nintendo company is not bad. Nintendo. This is from Nintendo. American Sports and Team. This is their number. Well, usually you can't find these people. I'm curious. I'm calling this. I wonder if that is their number. Got anything for PlayStation? You ripped them off too for Sony? I gotta go through that whole table. I shot screenshots and everything. I gotta break all that down. I'm sending it to a buddy. He's breaking the whole table down. The whole video is breaking it all down to see how much stuff is sitting on that table. Let me see. Hold on, I'm calling this number. I wonder if this is their number. And again, Jamie, you can say, well, it's 2 months ago. Statute of limitation, which I found out on light trademark material, does not have limitations, which means they can come get you 10 years ago. That's fresh. That's 2 months ago that you went out and did that. 823. That's why when you go to my site and you see the thing that says on there about Apex Gamer, and you see where it sits there and says about the videos, it says that we are not responsible for the content of this video. It solely belongs to the people who basically have made this content. It's right there in writing. So that way it shows we have no responsible for any of those videos for shown. We got trailers on which I gotta update my trailers, so I forgot about that. We don't have any response for any of the trailers. It all belongs to those companies that belong. We don't take any credibility for that. The football screens that got coming out this winter, I can't go in there and put NFL. I can't put Eagles and Dallas, and I can't do that. I'll go to jail for that. I have to contact them and run the idea past them. Say, hey, look, I got this idea, you know what I mean, for these like man cave football color teams. Well, know if we can get permission to put your logo on these screens, get that permission. And they're going to sit there and do it. They like the idea, like, sure, well, that's a good idea, but we need to get a percentage of this. We need to get some of this money. I can understand that. And that's where that negotiation kicks in. Like, how much are they asking from us? Because I ain't working for pennies at the end of the day. So let's see how this works. So if it's a fair deal, then this works out. Say out of 100, they want 35%. I'm good with 35%. We can do 35%. But they got to get some of that money because it belongs to them. You, on the other hand, took their stuff and printed it out and made money, and they don't know anything about it. You stole. That's stealing. So, yeah. Definitely shouldn't have been doing that. At all, period. Let me see. That's why the guy was asking the question about basically, can you print out licensed material? You should have figured, they can Google that, could have got that information. Some people want to do it, and they don't want to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. They'd rather ask other people. Hopefully someone will give them the okay and they'll do it. Go ahead, get locked up. If you want to go down the road, knock yourself out. That's where you're heading at. And mind you, because their company, Nintendo, is in Japan, you're going to be expedited up there. Or they might come down here, either way, one way or another. But you're going to jail, because I know Nintendo don't play around with them for touching their stuff. They don't really hand up to stuff like that. It is Nintendo. It is Nintendo. Well, it's Fernando. Goodbye again. I'm contacting them. Because I know what I saw on that table, that's Nintendo's property right there. I wonder if his video's there. I hope he didn't get rid of that video. The video said the video's still there. Alright, cool. I'm gonna go back to the table. I got the whole thing recorded. I can break it down if I want. Because the guy had to go in there and break everything down on the table. So, yo, there's so much stuff on the table, they had to break it down. Let me see, where's that thing at? It is their number. Usually, sometimes you get some bogus number at the end of the day. There it is, right there. Yep. That's Nintendo's property. Let me get a picture of this on the phone. Give me a, let me see. Oh wait, I do got it frozen. It's right there. I do have it. It's right there. That's the unit. That's Nintendo's unit, right? That's theirs, right there, right? All right then, cool. I'm gonna send it right over to them. When I get done this video, I gotta contact City Hall, figure out where your building's at, and who knows the name of the building. Contact Sony, get that all taken care of, and then contact Nintendo about this mess going on over here at Comic-Con, showing clearly there's a table full of stuff in there, and that is that's their property right there that you're using without permission. And in Disney, we got to contact them because you're using Star Wars. Star Wars isn't owned by George Lucas anymore. It's owned by Disney. They own that now. So I don't think they're going to appreciate you basically marketing their Star Wars products. Those guys are so screwed. It's not even funny. I'm done. I'm going to go finish this thing real quick. You're so screwed. See? I'll tell you something. Listen to demons. Don't learn nothing. Look, the devil got you to do already. And if you sit there in the day and say, well, you should turn a blind eye. What? So I can allow you to commit crimes against the American citizens? No. I don't owe you anything at the end of the day. I am going to nail you to a wall with this right now. You have screwed up majorly around this. Majorly, you have screwed up. You know, I would have never found out about this video because I don't go to your channel that way. I really don't spend any time on your channel. But I would have never found out your video if you had never did that video about my paint. That's why I went to your video, so there's any up-to-date stuff we need to know about. And I bumped into that. And that thing is 2 months old, which means that's enough evidence down there to throw you in jail. Deportation is going to come so fast, man, for you. It is. It's going to come so fast. We got proof that you're over here basically not only attacking me at the end of the day, but there's multiple companies that you ripped off their licenses and you're selling and making money off licensed trademark material. This is involving the government. This is big. And then you got a printing machine and you're running a business out of an apartment complex, but you're running chemicals? You don't have the right to run that in there. Oh, that's why we got zoning involved in this. I'm going to contact City Hall too. Can't run that machine in there, man. You know what would have happened, Jamie? If you would have sat there and did what I told you to do, contact your family, you want to tell them exactly what's going to happen, and that's it. In about a week's time, I had to make that phone call. That's all I had to do, right? All right, then you be a man, let your family go, and you be a man, take that hit. You're a coward today, by the way, because we know you won't do that. You're going to drag them into it, too, because you don't care. But anyway, but you didn't do that. What did you do? You retaliated by listening to the devil and making a video about my new product, right? Making claims that you bought it, right? And that led me to go to your YouTube channel to prove your theory wrong. Again, as I always do, embarrass you. And then contact ICE and immigration for more stuff. You recently attacking our company as early as we have the videos right there. But by me going around to your channel looking around for more information, I stumbled into that. And that right there, my friend, will get officers at your door in no time at all. It'll get an ICE agent unit at your door in no time at all. And we have hardcore proof that you have ripped off major licensing companies using a 3D printer in your apartment. The fact that you have multiple aerosol cans in there. Once zoning goes there, they can even shut that area down. It's just some hot mess. You have any idea, you know how fast Nintendo reacts to people touching their stuff? It ain't like a month or so. These guys react extremely fast. Someone's going to be reaching out to you really soon. This is the problem you got, man. The worst one, the worst. Usually, if you're doing something with Nintendo and you haven't sold any of these items yet, then you get that crease and desist order comes out at the end of the day. That will come out right there. But if you've sold stuff and then they see more stuff, like there's other stuff you're selling besides that, and then you're talking about you've been printing this stuff out for a while and doing this, you're done. You're so done. Oh man, it's like watching somebody cook a turkey with a flamethrower. He is done. I smell barbecue. I really do right now. I smell actual barbecue. You know, your landlord told you when you came over, I guarantee he told you this, keep a low profile. Jamie, you're the equivalent of somebody in a foxhole that sticks his head up, painted all in orange and a bullseye saying, hey, 50 bucks if you can nail me right here. That's what you are. You just asked for destruction and trouble, man. I don't even have to try on this. I really don't. You make it that easy. Oh, my goodness. Ugh. You know why else I'm doing this, Jamie? You stole from Stan. That's why. I didn't like that. You stole from Stan. You deserve what you get. You don't steal from Stan. I was watching Spider-Man when it came out, I think in 1968 or 60 or 1960, 16, I'm trying to remember when Spider-Man came out. It was when I thought that's when the jazz with it. Let me see. Spider-Man cartoon when it came out was 1968, 1967. When that series came out was 1967. So I was 1 year old when that came out. So around between 1967 to the 70s, I was watching Spider-Man, coming home, and the series lasted to 1967 to 1970. So I remember that at 3 years old, sitting there with a bowl of cereal watching Spider-Man. That was the most iconic instrumental beat that ever came on. Never forget that as long as I live. And that's when I really started. Every kid at the end of the day watching Spider-Man wanted to be Spider-Man. You know, kids jumping out of trees and swinging from ropes and stuff like that, and doing little web slinger, little poses and stuff. Every kid wanted to be Spider-Man. You even stole from Batman. Batman's sitting on that table too. You stole from Batman. Really? They had the iconic beat. This is what I grew up on, Jamie. That's my era. Here comes Spider-Man. That's what I grew up on. You weren't even born yet. He's the radioactive blood. That's what I grew up on. That's what you stole from, man. And made money off of. Try to make money off of. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this. Because again, you know, Stan gave us everything, and you turned around and did that. I even see Thanos' glove back there. So he took that one. Another helmet of Thanos back there. I see that too. Stole that. Iron Man. All that. You just took everything, right? Now, you know the difference between right and wrong. You know the difference between right and wrong. You do. You definitely know the difference between right and wrong. You took it because you made money off his hard work. The profit of the gift he gave to all of us to make money off. That's what you did. And you couldn't care less, could you? No, you couldn't. Because you're a slime ball. That's what you are. And your wife, she married a slime ball. You're a slime ball. You're a thief. And this is why I said at the end of the day, yesterday, when you try to sing racism, I'm racism, James. That's what you said. I'm racism, right? You marked that I'm a racist person. So I'm a racist person because I will allow you to come to our country and steal our licensed material and sell it and make money off of it to rip off the artists who worked hard to make that stuff. That makes me racist, right? That's what you have down there in the caption. You have down there racist, right? Interesting. So we should just allow you to come in and just rip off anything you want, right? Because if anybody makes any complaint about Jamie ripping off anything involving American companies down here, we're considered to be racist. So he should be allowed to come here and take whatever he wants, right? That's pretty much what he's saying. Who cares if you worked hard to build something from the ground up? Who cares? He should have a right to take it. God forbid if you complain, you become racist. You preach that when ICE gets to your front door. Wow, you feel you should be able to take anything you want. You deserve everything that's going to happen to you, man. Everything. How do you think Stan Lee would feel about that? Think he'd be, oh, it's okay. You can print my stuff out the way you want to and sell it and not give me a dime for it, even though I worked hard for it. And all the people supported Jamie on that nonsense. You're just as worse too. And you're American citizens. And you basically American citizens. And you basically support that nonsense. Oof. Stole from Stanley. You've had a couple Credible Hawks right there. Stole Credible Hawks. Took them too. Try to profit off this hawk. So Jamie, I guess anyone's racist at the end of the day. Disney's is racist. Nintendo's racist. Law enforcement officers, all of them, you know, they're coming out there to prosecute for what you did, judges and all that stuff. They're all racist. Bandite, they're racist. Anybody who comes against you, who doesn't allow you to do what you want to do, is considered to be racist. Well, you should be able to rip off anyone you want, right? Hey, you probably live next door, you probably steal your stuff. You know, and if you complain about it, you're racist. Well, Jamie, guess what? You're going to jail. And I'm going to make sure, let me see, I'm going to get this video done quick. I'm calling Nintendo first. Definitely going to be talking to them. I'm going to send her all your information. Your address, date of birth, even the immigration. The whole 9 yards, everything. I'm going to send it all over to them. Address, hold on, I'm sending it all over to them. And show them proof of you in a video, printing out and selling their items and making money off of them. Contact Bandite, Disney, all of them. Contact them all. Show them copyright problems we had from them. Show them receipts we purchased from you. If you're selling the product Frankenstein, you have a track record of doing this stuff. You got process servers going to be coming to your door pretty soon. Nothing today. But we are. Oh, they can have my information. I don't care. This is not a lie we're making up like you do. That we have filed with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. So I'm considering reaching out to them too. They're going to be pretty busy. Still from everybody on that table. Gee, what's please. Now, if you had made this for your own personal use, just for you only, and nobody else was allowed, you can't sell to anybody else, That can't get you in trouble. I don't know where you try to justify this with your sister. Because your sister, at the end of the day, ain't doing anything wrong. The only thing she's guilty of, if she knew your stuff was, and she knew your stuff was printed out, she knew. She should have never attached it to your table. If I were her, I was like, okay, look, you go all the way over there, okay, and I'm over here. But I think you guys came in together. Because there's no way where you can get a vending license. You don't have a document to get a vending license. You have to show a license to begin with, even get the vending license. So you can't get that all, period. It came on her. She has a vending license. I guarantee she has it. You don't have one. So I guarantee what she should have did was she should have separated your table and say, hey, okay, you over here and you're over there. Because she can get tied in that mess at the end of the day. Because she knew. Hopefully she does. She's like a very nice person at the end of the day. You're a slime ball on the other hand. She's like a very nice person. So you shouldn't be allowed in that building at all, period. And then you go to, Jamie, you're not there. You go to Comic-Con. Stanley's Stomping Grounds. And you take his work and sell it to profit for your own self. You know how dirty that is? That's real dirty. They're slime ball. You know what happens to slime balls? They get squashed. I could not imagine. I couldn't imagine the stuff you do off camera. The evil things you do off camera. I couldn't imagine. And keep in mind, people, this is a person you sold and bought, the person you bought screen paint from. You know, I don't want you to forget that one right there. You bought screen paint. You supported and backed this guy that would literally steal out of the mouth of Stan Lee, who is now passed on. You guys supported him on that nonsense. Jamie and, I was not Jamie, Danny Rogers and Daniel McAfee and Williams, all y'all support him. Because look at these guys. These guys are dirty themselves. They'd steal. You know when I get back on the forum sites when we post, Jamie? Where are you? I'm none of my business. You'll figure out where you're at. That's your problem at the end of the day. I'm just posting the video at the end of the day showing what you're doing. That Pro 1176 pops up in a lot of places. And that LLC you have at the end of the day, that thing ain't going anywhere. You owe documents on that, so that's going to stand there. I put a nice red owl right over top of your building where you're at. So then, I got to find your landlord. Because again, what is the name of your building? Can't find it. Let's get this thing up. I'm going to call Nintendo after this. Oh, look at your fuzzy cat. Fuzzy, get extra fuzzy. Well, there's chemicals in there being sprayed and stuff. Sheesh. You're not spraying that. I've seen you spray stuff inside your apartment. I watched it in the video. Watch you spray stuff in there. Because you're not spraying that stuff on the balcony. You spray that stuff in the back. That's an aerosol can. You can smell spray paint from anywhere. That's seeping in someone's apartment. You're spraying that in your apartment. And then there's chemicals. I know you got people over top of you and people underneath of you. That stuff is going into their apartments. Do you know how much fumes comes out of one aerosol can? That stuff lingers in the air a bit. And on top of that, it seeps into the clothing and the furniture and all that stuff. And it seeps into the kitchen and all that stuff. That place is probably a fire hazard by now. I'd be afraid to light a match up in there. You're going to have like a what do they call it? What's the word for they have that COM something? What is the name of that? COM 8, what do they call COM 4, whatever, COM 6, whatever. You're going to have a crater in that sucker. And then, what are you doing? How are you disposing? That's why someone's got to get involved. How are you disposing those containers? Because I know you can't be throwing that in the trash. Oh, God, I don't know which way this is to go with this. Running a 3D printing company out of your apartment. All these people have these set up in open areas. I got a buddy of mine has a professional 3D printing business. He's in a warehouse, and even he had to have all these people come through to make sure all his stuff was legit. To trash cans out back, the dumpsters, all that stuff, everything. How was it disposing? How was it being cleaned? Was it being put down there? He had to go through a lot of stuff. You don't have half of the paperwork to be. You don't got none of the paperwork to do this. You have to have an LLC to do this. So you have to have a limited liability. You have to have one of these if you're running that. You can't get one. Yours is in default. Oh, man. Let me get my screen up. I got things to do. I got to make some phone calls. Some more phone calls on top of my other phone calls. Looking at this mess is craziness. These guys got tabletops. These are tabletop units. You're running a full size. These are tabletops. These are tabletop units. You're running one. You're running a full size one with the table legs attached to it. Okay. Let me get my machine set up. Crazy, man. Just crazy. These guys are it's crazy. 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 Oh, what were you connected to? Oh, this. Right, there we go. Just know you're in there, you can't go anywhere. Now, screen around it that's painted in is painted in with the same formula. Oh, sorry, the wrong direction. Painted in with the same formula. So we painted the outside of the box with the same thing too. Another screen paint for you to cry about. Don't forget to cry about this one too. Thank you. This is a new one. It's Apex Gamer technology. Don't forget to cry about it. Remember, Jamie, don't forget to cry about this. I want to see this on your YouTube channel. You got too many problems to worry about right now. Jamie, when I get off this freaking, I'm going to be on quick. I need a couple minutes on here. I'm going to call Nintendo first. I'm going to point it right to your channel. The first, every time we call an agency, the first thing they ask for is your date of birth, which we do have. They ask for what you look like, which we do have. They ask for your apartment, where it's at, which we do have. We have all the information on you, everything we have. And then for extra, we just give them what we have with immigration. So that way they can contact them and file a report against you. Let me see. Ooh, it's going to look beautiful. 4K demonstrations. I've never seen any of the Mission Impossible movies, believe it or not. I'm not watching Wednesday yet. Not yet. Not until, I don't know. It ain't, I can't feel it in freaking. Let's see, YouTube. Reindeer of all, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had little shiny nose. Do. Don't ask me why it just popped up in my head. Literally, that song just literally in my head. Oh, I forgot about the holidays. Man, holidays in lockup are the worst. Freaking worst. They're the freaking worst you have to go through. And one Sunday, Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you ride my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer shouted, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Don't forget this paint, Jamie. This is called an Apex Gamer, okay? Deluxe. I'm planning to see you do a demonstration of this one too. I got much more to go. But let's make a little game of it. How fast does it take for them to get to you by the time you get done getting embarrassed by us about not knowing anything about screen paints? 4K demonstrations. Oh, man. What's this right here? Oh, it's creepy. I don't know what that is, but that's it's creepy. Oh, it's Avatar. What the freak kind of creepy is Avatar going on with that? It's creepy. Oh, Jamie, another one. Another crushing paint. Don't cry about this one in the dark. But that paint's fake too. And that paint's fake too. Get the camera real quick. And that paint's fake too. And that one too. And that one too. He sounded like the Tin Man when he was crying. He got caught in the rain. A tin. Jamie, where should I crush you with first? Phone calls I'm about to make. I could crush you there, or I can crush you here. Which one you want? You get both. You don't learn anything at the end. Don't we tell you at the end of the day? Dude, seriously, look how mind-blowing that is. That's all black technology. It has a new AG47 coating that's embedded into it right now, allowing it to generate its ultra-white levels. You don't know anything about technology. You don't know anything at all. Even the cameras have the problem fluctuating underneath that. Look how powerful that white technology is. You don't have that capability. See? I do enjoy crushing you, Fernando. I do. I'm going to miss that. I am going to miss that. Crushing you. I'm going to miss it. I got 3 more under the desk. 3 more. This was made in also in 10 minutes flat. It's a black technology that reads an extremely high white level. It's embedded with the new AG47 technology. Now, that technology we talked about, well, that's not that. Trust me, that stuff is more powerful than this. The one we actually saw in the video, the one for a 780, oh, way beyond this technology. Way beyond this technology. But that's what the price is going to be. Oh, wait, I gotta pause it for a minute. Hold it for a minute. Hold up. Oh, my goodness. Now watch Jamie be in a dark environment with some dark paint like this is how his product really looks, this is how it acts, blah, 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 blah. Dude, you need to worry about the multiple lawsuits coming your way from all these different licensed companies because you went out and sold their products without permission, which makes you a scammer, a thief, a person's committed fraud, bootlegging, copyrights. I'm pretty sure it's copyrights on most of that stuff in the day. There's definitely trademarks on there. She was Louise. You're a counterfeiter. You're literally a counterfeiter because you're duplicating your stuff and selling it. Didn't you just say that Voltron mask, you just sold one of those? Actually, have a picture of the person who basically sold the Voltron mask too. Hold on for a minute. Let's go back and grab that. I wonder if it'll delete this video. It better not go missing. Well, we got copies of it anyway. Nothing you can do about it anyway. Can't do anything about it. Let's go to his channel and see what else is going on. Look, he's mad. He's in a live stream. He's in a live stream right now, angry and upset. Co-reacting to racist Candace Bird. Buddy, you stole from freaking companies. How is that racist if you stole from companies? See, that's what I told you today. He won't take responsibility for his actions. We have you right there ripping off companies. Did you get... All right, let me do me a favor. Show me today permission slips that you got from these companies giving you the okay to sell their merchandise without their permission. Show me. Show me the permission slips. That's all you gotta do. Show me the permission slips. I want to see them. Everybody wants to see them. I want to put you on blast for requesting permission slips. The reason why ICE is coming to you, Fernando, because you're a criminal. You broke the law. You want to make everybody believe that you're innocent. You don't do anything wrong at all, period. That you're Mr. Innocent, you do nothing wrong. You ripped off companies. Show us the permission slips that you got by Bandite, you got from Nintendo, you got from freaking anyone with Stan Lee. Anyone running with Stan Lee, because I know he's got some kids inside what are running whatever they have with Stan, whatever they have his legacy. Show me any one of them. You're mad because you call yourself a Marvel hero and you ripped off Stan Lee. Tell me you didn't. That's why he's mad. He's in there, screaming and yelling right now. You stole from Stan Lee. That's what you did. You ripped him off. At Comic-Con, of all places. You ripped him off and you stole at Comic-Con. Comic-Con is Stan Lee. And you stole from him. I'm pretty sure they got the table still going, gee whiz Louise, come on, man. You stole from the legend. And you made money off of him. Did they get any of that money? Well, look, when they contact you, when ICE comes down there, and all those charges will be on there. They'll be laying charges on you long after you're out of this country. You can explain to them, and you can explain to them how you're in the right and how you have permission slips. You can show them permission slips, but they gave you the right to do that. That's all you got to do. When they come to contact you, ask for those permissions. Give them the permission slips. You're a thief, Jamie. You're a thief. That's what you are. And that's what you're mad about. You're mad at the end of the day that you're busted and out. That's it. You've been busted out every single day that we've known you. Ripped your customers off on paint. Who would trust to buy paint from you at the end of the day? You're a thief. If you're willing to Stanley, sure, if he's going to steal from Stanley, like I say, he'll steal from anybody. Let's go over here real quick. Let's see, this video's here. I think it's in a short somewhere. I'm going to make sure I get a copy of You Call Me Racist. Money, you're being sued. And we got another image you stole at the end of the day. Look at this. Comic-Con. Gee whiz Louise. This guy's been already here stealing images and selling them. Look at this. Fantastic Four. I hope these aren't yours at the end of the day. I hope these are your personals. You're not selling these. Let's see. We can see a lot of printing going on in that apartment. Yeah, buddy, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Zoning's going to come through there and shut that place down. That place is going down. Your landlord's on its way. Here we go. Personal Voltron helmet. So there must be, if he sold this one, and what's on sitting on the table? That means he's duplicated them. That's what we need to show he was duplicating. Yeah, anyone's racist who basically goes against Fernando for him committing crimes. Jamie, if you feel at the end of the day that anything I'm saying on this YouTube channel, get an attorney to contact me. I would love to talk to the attorney that tells me at the end of the day that you have a right to take licensed material and sell it at will without basically contacting the people who own that licensed material. Go ahead and tell some. Go to get a lawyer. Matter of fact, I'll give you till tomorrow and have a lawyer reach out to me. Real lawyer, Jamie, not fake stuff that you do. I want a real attorney to reach out to me. This paint is absolutely amazing. Let me see. I want to hear from a real attorney. You telling me that you have a right to take people's material and use it the way you want to do it. Mad because you're out it. That's what you're mad about. And when I get done making the phone calls between today and tomorrow, you're going to have a lot of people reaching out to your apartment complex. You know they're going to go to first? They're going to go to your landlord. All that energy is going to be directed towards your landlord and figure out who owns that building, because he's the one going to get the lawsuits. Because if he knew about your actions that were carrying on in that building, especially with the fact that he knew that you basically didn't have proper documentation when you were in that building, he's liable. That's not going to bother me one bit, Fernando. Well, one bit at all, period. So we're racist because you shouldn't be allowed to steal from Stan Lee? Is that what you're saying? Okay. There we go. Let's go over here. I want to get this picture of this thing. Showing he does have, it was a duplicate made. He made 2 of these. And sold one. Now for people something in the day saying, well, you're supposed to be concentrating your company. My company is running offline right now as we speak. I'm an advertising firm and about to go get myself another warehouse for work. I got licensing, my company's licensed. I got DBA, EIN number, business tax, wholesale license. My business is legit. It's good. I basically can, like I said, with my technology, I can go where I want to go. So, yeah, my stuff is already taken care of. I can spend 2 days crushing him for fun and then come back out and make money. As I always do. Him, on the other hand, he's in a lot of trouble. The fact that he got caught on United States soil, basically ripping off Americans, yeah. Well, let me explain something to you. When ICE gets there, you explain to them at the end of the day why you should have a right to be here due to the fact that you have ripped off all these companies and committed all these crimes, right? Oh, by the way, when we contacted FBI too, they noted that the doxing is in their category. So now we've been advised for somebody in a unit for cyber crimes against you. Because again, you can't dox someone's address without permission. And that's what you did, right? So good luck with that. They got all your information too. Now, you can sit there and say, I dox your address. Oh, please give me an attorney on that. That'd be the funniest. Matter of fact, I could use a really good laugh. So please have an attorney contact me and say, hey, Mr. Bird, we can sue you for the fact that you doxed his address, even though it's public domain and anyone can find him. Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me. Oh, that sounds like an excellent plan. Let me see real quick on this. Gee whiz Louise. Oh, no, I want that. No, give me that, give me that. And again, what are you getting mad at me for? You don't want to did it, right? Did I put a gun to your head and tell you to go to Comic-Con and print out a whole bunch of people's licensed material and basically go out and make money off something that doesn't belong to you? I didn't tell you that. What kind of pixelation pictures does this phone take at the end of the day? I delete 9 pictures to take a picture. Are we shooting like an 8K on this thing? Here we go. Now, that's receiving stolen goods, because that's considered to be stolen. But also, too, Jamie, Crow 1176, when you call yourself in the day, you just said you sold that item, right? All right, so if you sold that item, that means you duplicated that item, because we have one sitting over here that you have on your account that is different from this one. This one's painted in the face, as you can see right here. See it closer, 2 different ones. This one's painted in the face. See right there? It's painted in the face right there, see? Now, the one he has sitting on the table is not. Which means you sold these. You made $500 off of this, which you didn't pay Bandai any money, because Bandai, I think, owns the rights to that. I want to think that they own the rights to that. Let me see. Voltron. Let's see who owns the rights to that. Who owns the rights to Voltron? Oh, fasten that. Who owns the rights to Voltron? Let me see if there's not Bandite. Somebody else owns it. Oh, WebMP requires the rights. I forgot America. So called Turn Into America. That's a weird name to it. We'll reach out to them. I need their legal, which one to send it over to them. They own the rights to that. So that means at the end of the day, you're going to pay them. Wait a minute. Let me see. The has some license rights for the legendary event series, which is Netflix. You got to be kidding me. How does Netflix get involved in this at the end of the day? Oh, we got to make some phone calls. I know the legal department too. Guess what? Let me see. Defender series, which is and licensed Netflix. Yeah, it's gonna suck to be you. Call it whatever you want, Fernando. You're going to jail. And you're going, and where you're about to go at the end of the day, it's a very, very serious maximum unit. Very serious, for people who commit very serious crimes on United States soil. And we can count on that table, you must have sold, or at least stole from or printed. It doesn't make a difference if you sell it. If you are printing it for the intentions to sell it, this can get you in a lot of trouble. And the fact that the table that he's using at Comic-Con, those tables are designed for selling merchandise, not for showing off merchandise. Which means his plans, intentions were to sell those items. That's enough to get him a long, lengthy jail time. But unfortunately for you, you probably won't see that because they're going to contact immigration, and immigration is going to get involved in that because it is a crime you just committed, and they're going to send you over to a very bad country. You go to El Salvador, man, it's not going to go well for you over there. And they send serious offenders over there. All that because you're jealous of my work. Sitting in a dark apartment. How in the world are you sitting in a dark apartment claiming to have our technology and yet we can operate at 24,000 in the ceiling? Why are you in the dark with the technology that's designed to be absorbed ambient light? You don't have anything we have, Jamie. You never did have anything we had. Just about done with this. About to make that phone call. So I'm gonna go reach out right now, Fernando. Make the phone call. I'm gonna reach out to Nintendo first. But first, let me see what time it is. I think I'm gonna call license inspection. I'm gonna reach out to license zoning first. What's this for? In City Hall. We gotta contact City Hall. For City Hall, figure out who owns that property. Because he's operating a printing plant. Printing, full-size table printing unit, 3D printing in there. You got licensed material not to be selling in there at the end of the day. Let me see. Oh yeah. Oh man, that's funny. That's real funny. We was funny. Somebody just sent me something hilarious about the Fernando, the thief. They have him dressed up stealing people's stuff. At the end of the day, you can't trust them. Gee whiz, Louise, man. You still ain't even tie down, will you? They got him like Santa, they got him like a Trump version looking at Santa Claus stealing people's licenses and stuff. Oh man, that's hilarious. Hold on for a minute. Let me grab this real quick. Let me make sure we got all these lined up right. All right, we contact the FBI on that one. That's already taken care of. Where's the other agency at? Reached out to them already. We got this right here. This is for Marvel. Oh, this is the number for Marvel. Yeah, okay, we're good. Oh, we left messages for Marvel. Okay, for them to reach out to us. So bookmark that right there. Let's go over to, let's see, fraud, scam, girl. Contact that. We gotta catch VBB on top of that. We have here, this is for ICE immigration. Reach out to them already. Gotta reach out to them again. Let me see. Oh, this is the contact number for Comic-Con for people reporting people committing fraud scams. Let's see. You can just make sure you contact when they get there. You tell them at the end of the day that all that's a hoax and you never did any of that stuff. That's all you got to do. Only problem is, Jamie, we have you doing that stuff. You're stealing from companies. You don't have any permission slips. Do me a favor, show me the permission slips that give you the right to do this. You're done. Do you understand me? You're done. You thought the process server coming to your front door was a nightmare. Wait till you see the lineup of people we have coming to that apartment. I'm going to flood that place with all kinds of agencies that's going to hit that place at the end of the day. You reach out to me at any time whatsoever, we'll have you locked up. There's nothing you can do right now. You don't have documentation to be here. You committed massive, serious crimes. You stole from multiple licensed contents, and your landlord will be found, I guarantee you. And if I have to go through freaking zoning, I don't care what I got to go through IRS, I'm going to find out where this guy is at, because for some reason he doesn't want to be found. And you have to bring zoning down to his building. If I bring zoning down to his building, I can have his building get a look over. We're going to dig him up, because you don't want us to find him for some strange reason. We're going to find him. Go ahead and run out of that apartment. Go do something. We don't care. We're going to find him. He's going to reach out to you. I guarantee you. I'm going to make sure he has all my information so he knows exactly who I am. Because I'm going to have a nice long talk with him. I got so much stuff to share with him, to show him the activities that you've been doing in that apartment E. Now, where are they at with whatchamacallit? We need City Hall. I got your address to your building. I need to know the name of that building. What is that apartment called? I got to be called something. Can't be just blank apartment up there. It's got to have a name to it. So what's the name of the apartment? As soon as I get the name of the apartment, I'm going to update ICE. Okay, give me that and give me City Hall in California. All right, that's City Hall in California, and give me let's see, zoning and license inspection in California. I'm going to go rather with zoning violations in California, phone number. You can't operate that machine in there. You know that, right? Got people living around, you can't do that. Now, if you got a garage or something, you can do that. You can open up, you can have a printer, because you got a big open door, you can open up, plenty of ventilation, can push in and out, but you can't operate it there. Let's see, enforcement, how to enforce violations. Good, but then I'm right here. All right, gotta go. There are any phone calls.